All right, got my script right here. Good evening, everyone. My name is Precious, and I'm a proud graduate of DMA'S Academy. When I was 2 years old, my mom immigrated to the US on her own from the Philippines. She tirelessly worked multiple jobs to save money, and it took her 6 years to get a green card. This meant that our family could all finally be together in the US. On December 26, 2005, my two kuyas, my dad, and I joined her in San Francisco. I was 8 years old, and I felt so many strong emotions, especially gratitude, that we were finally together with my mom. My parents' dream and their motivation for us immigrating to the US was to have better educational and career opportunities for my siblings and I. One day, when walking around the Tenderloin, my mom saw a sign for DMA'S Academy. She learned that it was a Catholic school and a 7-minute walk from our apartment. My parents were eager for us to receive a Catholic education because it was rooted in our Filipino culture and would teach us to learn and live by teachings such as love your neighbor as yourself and to live a life of compassion, faith, and integrity. They applied, and shortly after, DMA became my second home. DMA was a place that I felt safe, acknowledged, and challenged. The school is located right in the heart of the Tenderloin where I proudly grew up. On my way to school, I would greet my homeless neighbors, drug addicts, and other immigrant parents that wanted nothing but the best for their family. Right as I got to the school's gate, I was usually panting and catching my breath because I just ran 3.5 blocks to make it before the 7:55 a.m. bell rang. As all of this was happening, I'd always be greeted by a teacher or a staff member with a warm smile or a firm handshake. This is the reason why I give such great handshakes. From 7:55 a.m. to 9 p.m., yes, we had 9-hour school days except for Wednesdays. All of us would gather together in our classrooms to learn and grow. Some of my favorite memories include a reading circle with Mrs. Gaskilla, where we'd eagerly try to predict what the chapter would be about. A math deal or no deal game where we'd competitively try to win G dollars. A heated historical debate with Mr. Avento's class. Lunch in the cafeteria where I always had free food to sustain me throughout the day. Then I'd read and interpret Bible verses in Mrs. Emerson Bowles' class, and end the day with a study hall period where I'd speedily try to complete my homework, because let's be honest, who wants to do homework at home? By the time I graduated middle school, I had the skills and experiences to be fully ready for high school at Sacred Heart Cathedral. DMA showed me how much I enjoyed and loved math in Mr. Orozco's class that as a freshman, it enabled me to take an advanced math class. I was also part of the very first volleyball and basketball teams at DMA. It gave me the courage to try out for high school cross country and track. I guess all that running to catch the morning bell really trained me well. Outside of sports, DMA developed my leadership and communication skills, which pushed me to join clubs like speech and debate and student council. Thanks to the foundation DMA provided for me, I was able to pursue diverse opportunities in high school and beyond. As a high school senior, I learned about the prestigious Gates Scholarship. This financed all of higher education up to a PhD for low-income students of color like myself. When I learned how expensive college was, I made it my goal to pay for college on my own. I didn't want to financially burden my parents, especially with how hard they worked for my siblings and myself. Determined by this goal, I wrote 8 different essays about my upbringing, my family, my academics, interests, and community service. And I'm proud to say that I am one of the 1% of applicants that was awarded this scholarship. Thank you. With this scholarship and my persistence, I graduated with both my bachelor's and master's at UC Berkeley. Go Bears! Taught in Oakland Public Schools. And now I'm working in the customer success field and growing my private tutoring business. One of the ways I give back to DMA is by working with the Graduate Support Program. I coach and tutor graduates with similar lived experiences to develop their skills in self-advocacy, prioritization, and academic excellence. Recently, one of my students told me she's ready to apply the study skills she learned on her own. She went from barely studying math at home to building the confidence to do it by herself. And she's thriving. This moment brought so much joy to me. Thank you all for being here today. And let's give a huge round of applause to all the parents, students, teachers, staff, alumni. Shout out to all the alumni and staff that are now part of the DMA Power Team. And for all of you for gathering together tonight to celebrate and support this life-changing education. Thank you.